Good morning. Yeah. Rocking a Tuesday. Let's all finish out and we'll start. Yeah. Happy Tuesday. Hope you're doing well. It is good to be here. Excited to be here. Already been on one show this morning, spreading the goodwill of the Southern Fried Podcast and the Cornbread Man. Good morning, Michael and others. And good morning to the Jackleg who gave us the thumbs down on Rumble before we even started. Maybe you've seen us before and you know we suck already. How useless. At least let us do a program before you give us a thumbs down. I love that. I salute you. It doesn't bother me whatsoever. I think it's the funniest thing. It's like the priests suck, you know. It's like, we know you're not going to be any good. So we're just going, I think it's the name. You know, we get attacked a lot for MAGA, Patriot, you know, those things. We love America. We get attacked on it. People are inflamed. People are mad. People, even on Rumble, there's some people that don't like titles. Maybe they just don't like, maybe they don't like Southern people. Maybe they just don't like me. I don't know. I've never had a thumbs down on this program. I think it's hilarious. Hey, publicity, no matter what it is publicity. If you took the time. Of course, I had the show sitting out there all night. I had to redo it. I think I messed something up. It wouldn't link in this morning, so I just redid it. So that link's not been up there that long. No more than 30 minutes. Now, already, somebody's not having a good Tuesday. We're just going to go out here and thumbs down Dave over to Southern Fried before we even get started. I love that. He said, I'm having a sucky day. I'm going to try to give you a sucky day. Well, that's not going to work. Oh, I am having fun. Living life, having fun, continuing on. Good morning to those on the Instagram. I love the name. I was telling you, Stingray Dave. That's a cool name. Yeah, it's got David. I love that. But Stingray Dave, I like that. Got an American flag there. I like that. And then we have, oh my goodness, what is this? Big. That's a long name. I'm looking a little bit crossways at it. So I'm trying to get at the progressive lenses here. Michael, you're up early. I've already been, I've been up since about 4. That's right. You can't have good if there's no bad. That's right. Hey, we're not for everybody. Nobody is. You know? But I like it when they take the time to come by, you know, and check. Just what are you cruising at, what, 5:30 in the morning? Like, what's that? Southern Fried Patriot. The Cornbread Man. We're going to give him a thumbs down. It reminds me of Tombstone, you know. If they liked your show, they shot the guns into the ceiling, right? Streaming through the rights, yeah. I've been trying to keep up. Well, the National Guard and Marines are on site, so I don't think there's going to be too much rioting going on much anymore. We'll talk a little bit about it. Yeah, they would shoot their guns in the ceiling. If they didn't like it, they'd shoot at you. Oh, I guess thumbs up would be like in the ceiling. Thumbs down would be the shot to the stage. They said, they're shooting at us. Oh. All these people, you know, I always wondered about people at riots. I mean, my goodness, if there was going on in my town, and I was totally on board with a protest, not a riot, but let's say I wouldn't have the time to go. Who has time to go to these things? obviously are not a productive human being. I mean, think about it. I mean, either you're retired, well, they don't look old enough to be retired, or you're on disability. Well, they're throwing them bricks pretty good. I don't think it's disability. Maybe you're laid off. Maybe you just don't work. You don't have responsibilities. You're living. Who's paying for these people? That's what I want to know. Is it me, the taxpayer? Am I paying for them to be out there throwing bricks, spitting on cops, burning things? Is that how they get their money? Or is there some idiot that's your kid? He's living at home in the basement, spare bedroom, out, trailer out back. Are you paying for this knucklehead to be out there terrorizing the community? Please go grab your kid and bring them home. Take them to the woodshed, wear them out, and tell them don't ever do that again or you're out. Who are these people? I don't have time. I don't have time to do all that. I don't have time to go be disruptive. I'm trying to manage the rights in my own life. I've got disruptors in my life. Thankfully, nobody's spitting. I just get thumbs down. It's still there. I can look over and see it. Hey, but I gave it a thumbs up, so it's equal. Whatever it is. So I don't even know if people look at those things. I try to go in and like people's channel. I don't know why it is, but people will live stream, they'll comment or whatever. Our great friend Killer Carl. This man's got 14 to 1,800 people in a live chat. So not all of them are chatting, but they're in there watching. And there'll be like 9 likes or something. It's like people just don't do it. I don't know what it is. So somebody came along, said, I'll disrupt your day and give you a thumbs down. Michael says the riots are all planned just to destroy the MAGA movement. Oh, it ain't working. And President Trump's term. That's not working. Peaceful people just watching cars burn. Hey, what do y'all want to do tonight? You want to watch a movie? You want to go out and get something to eat? Got anything to go shop for? No. Let's go down and throw bricks at cops. Spit on a few of them. It'll be a fun Monday. Yeah, there's nothing good on TV tonight. Nothing on Netflix. Nothing at the big box, red box. Let's go down and be disruptive Americans. Who are these idiots? Yeah, they bust them in. That's how Keith Jeffries works. It just cracks me up. It's like, where do these people come from? Who are they? Oh, I'm trying to balance all the things I got going on in my life. I don't have time to go down and be the anarchist that these people are. I suspect if they all just went away today, and I mean that if we load them up and we took them to planet Uranus, that's kind of where they need to be. We wouldn't have any problem replacing their productivity in society. Freaking zero. You're obviously not paying in taxes. Good morning, Daniel. Brother, how you doing today? Now I say there's a working man. Working man got time to say hello and go to work. Not be out throwing bricks. Not be out spitting on people. Not be out causing mayhem. Oh, and they bring their kids. They bring their kids so they can get tear gas in their face, and then they want to cry about it. So they are parents. We can determine that some of them, my God, they've procreated. The next generation of protester. Actually, it's not protester. It's freaking anarchist, okay? It's socialist, communist, trash. These people are not, they're not good for America. They're not the Karen Bass, Mayor Bass. Oh, they're protesters. There's only a few bad apples. They had to admit that there were a few that killed them. I think she I think she about vomited in her mouth to have to say that. There are a few people who are burning police cars. There's a few people that are spitting on officers. It's just a few. Most of them are mild-mannered, good, patriotic Americans. No, she didn't say that. They're just protesting. They're following up on their constant. They always find the Constitution when they want to make a point. They're fulfilling their constitutional right to protest. They're defending criminals. It's their constitutional right to defend these pieces of trash that we want to get out of the country. That's Karen Bass. How does this woman still have a job? Proof positive you can be an idiot and still live the American dream. And my God, who is this person? She already fled the country while her city burned down. Oh, Michael says they said this morning the Walton women of Walmart is feeding some of the stuff because Trump's tariffs on China. Oh, I will still want to know who drove the truck that had the flatbed, 18-wheeler that had the brakes on it. Who made that delivery? I want to know that. Let's unmask these people. Oh, and that's another one. They're complaining now because they were the ICE is wearing masks. Oh, you pull that mask down. We want to see who you are so we can dox your homes, terrorize your kids, post your address, the hotel you're staying at on the internet. And as one posted on social media, simple 2 words, burned them, talking about ICE. Oh, these are nice people. I mean, right? These people are paying in the 401ks. They're taking their family on the weekend, California vacation to the National Forest, the Redwoods. Oh, just good patriotic Americans. Bull crap. These people are scum. Let's face it. I can imagine my brother, I don't know if he still listens. What would our dad have done if we had done something like that? If we were out at a protest, my dad would have beat me with an inch of my life. I'm telling you. Walmart is selling special face shields really cheap. The riders are using. Are they made in China? Well, I guess I know the answer to that. Well, you know what? They're being outed, though. The first guy they're already on him. Pam Bondi on. Hey, Pam Bondi's on it. Pam Bondi. She was on Hannity. She announced that they had identified, yeah, the woodshed. Dang right. They said they found the dude. They had a big old bunch of thousands of dollars of a reward for this guy. Somebody wanted the money. They outed him. They're looking for him. Don't forget, folks, this program is brought to you by Patriot Mobile, as well as Mammoth Nation, W Energy Drinks, and Podbean. Patriot Mobile, make the switch today. Use that promo code Cornbread. Great, folks. I've got a new video for them. I couldn't get it downloaded last night. I don't know. Somehow my email wasn't meshing up with their. They weren't recognizing mine. I was trying to do it in the studio. I'll get that fixed today. The second week they're highlighting. Each week this month they're highlighting a different thing about America. Last week was D-Day. This week is a new one. Flag. I think the flag and some other things. I do have some images that they've already sent me all those. But there was a new video set. Love those guys and gals at Patriot Mobile. Texas-based, America First, baby. I love them. This month you get some incredible specials. You're only going to get a month free if you use that promo code Cornbread. I think they're waiving there's another deal this month to waive the activation fee. And for every referral that you send their way, you get $50 towards a new phone or off a new phone. You will love this company. Their customer service is based here in America. Imagine that. Imagine that. Easy. I see Roberts finally got in. I went to our site. I saw where it was finally transferred over. So we're starting. We're at the very bottom, but we're building that family of Patriot Mobile in our own corner of the world here. They're so awesome. Oh, let's see here. From Hannity on through, they stayed fixed on the rights. Yeah, well, sure. That's news. I get it. They should. I don't know why my thing here is acting up. We'll see if we can fix that. Crazy. But I hope everybody has a great Tuesday. Yeah, how do you go to your boss and say, "Hey, boss, I'm gonna need a day off." You know, they're having these riots down. They're having these riots downtown, and I need to go. I need to go. You know, can I have a few hours off? You know, I know I'm supposed to work tonight, but you know, I think I need to be there. You know, maybe a couple of nights. I promise I'll be back to work. No, that's not who these people are. That's not who they are. Rules of engagement. Rules of engagement for the Marines have been fairly spelled out. They're in a support role. They are, and I repeat, they are allowed to defend themselves. Yes, they can use force. There is some question about whether they can actually detain anybody. But the guard can. But can they hold an arrest? The Insurrection Act at this time is not instituted. I don't believe it will be if they continue to see a tap down on the violence. If it escalates, I think it will be. But at this point, no, it has not been. If we get to that point, good chance Governor Newsom is arrested. Good chance Mayor Bass is arrested. Because they're the problems for letting this get out of hand. Riders are lined up at Starbucks getting refueled now, Michael says. Oh, well, they gotta spend all that money, you know. You know, they've been paid to be there, so might as well spend it. Soros money put to good use, you know. It's truly sad. And you know, there's some great people in California. You know, East Coast folks give West Coast folks a hard time, but I know some great people in California. They're not all idiots like what we see on display here. It's disgusting to them too. But a lot of the good ones are leaving and they're fleeing. They're moving to Texas and Arkansas and Georgia and Tennessee and Alabama and the Carolinas. They're moving. They're getting out. The crime levels are getting up some of the cities so bad you can't live there. They tax it to death out of them. They can't afford to tax. I mean, the cost of living is so expensive in California. Everything is more. I mean, you can make $80,000 a year in one of the cities out there, and you're starving. You are starving. So they create the chaos and the homeless situation out there. You know, the filth. I really don't understand their model. The Democrats I'm talking about of what is you. I mean, you're just taking money, but how can you have pride in what you're building? I mean, can you? It just amazes me they cannot see the filth and the crap and the drug scene. I mean, it's just so bad in areas out there, San Francisco, LA, many areas, Sacramento. How could you sleep at night knowing that you got that going on? Where's your conscience? Where is your hope to even try to do something good as a leader? I'm not saying you can solve all the problems, but if you know the broken window theory, if you start cleaning stuff up, if you start fixing things, if you start getting a handle on the crime, good things will happen. The way they're going, there's nothing good can happen except it goes straight to hell. There's nothing good can happen. It will just completely poison and devour the standard of living. It'll just send into hell, like I said. You know, people will just stop caring. There is within human beings most humans have the capacity to want to do the right thing. In the absence of it, but a lot of them will descend into just not caring. There'll be some that will never do that; they'll always care. But the crowd, I was, I won't name the place, but as part of my, I have a regular job, but did some side work. And when I first arrived at this place, I was really struck by the trash that was thrown in the parking lot. I was just baffled. I mean, you're going to see normal trash, a paper here and there, a cup, wind blows, it dropped, nobody saw it. You always got that person. But this was, I'm talking trash loads. It was like people just pulled up and throw bags of trash on the ground. They're junk. I mean, they eat part of a meal and throw the rest of the. I just started my own little campaign. They have people come at night, but I talked to those people. Those people were frustrated because it took so much longer to clean it up. It was like unbelievable. They're used to running around the trucks, the lights on, the vacuum going, sucking up small trash. They had to get out and actually get shovels, and start. I mean, they had to bring a team of men to try. They have a contract. They got to get it done. So I started picking up just things. I just bought me a grabber, those grabbers, and I just started picking up stuff. And I even had people that told me, and some question, why was I doing that? Oh, thank you so much. Hello to her. She's getting, well, it's a slow go. Recovery is tough. She's getting a little stronger every day, but the voice is, I think, worse. She's at a whisper. So I don't know. I'm hoping, pray for that. She's trying to get strength in her legs. She's on her walker. But the voice is, I can't hear my wife talk anymore. She can mouth stuff to me. My granddaughters, it's really sad. She said, I can't remember what it's, you forget, She said, I don't remember what grandma sounded like. I'm losing, I just don't have any more. Papa, I don't remember. It really hit her heart. It's kind of like after someone passes, you say, I can't remember their voice. Go back and listen to videos to capture that voice. Thank you so much. We love her too. She's good though. She's still giving me the thumbs up and salute. She's fully supportive of. She does not want to be on the air for the podcast, but she is. She does a lot of things behind the scenes for the podcast, like making sure there's water in the fridge here and stuff like that. She does what she does. She deserves just as much credit as anybody for the podcast. She makes sure there's coffee and garbage bags and all those things. She's made errands for me, dropped off mail. She's done a lot. Meanwhile, this parking lot, I just started picking things up. I had people ask me, why do you do that? I explained myself. I had one guy tell me, one guy one day, he said, I was going to throw this on the ground. I just told me straight out. I was just going to throw this on the ground. But since you're picking up trash, I got you, brother. I'm going to take it to the trash. I guess he wanted hey, way to be a good human being. But, I rolled with it. I was thinking, wow. I said, well, I appreciate that. Thanks for helping. Baffled me. But I've noticed that, and at one point I had an infection in my foot. And I wasn't picking up as much stuff. It took me a little while to get over it. I still pick up stuff. But I've noticed over time, and I was looking the other day, how clean the parking lot is compared to what it was 3 years ago. And it's a small thing, but if we each do our part in this life, we can make things better. People will follow our habit. They will pick things up. They see you do it, they'll do it. I've seen people follow behind me and do it. I've seen, people, it's like the people that take their buggies back to the racks. Some people don't. But if they see you doing it, a lot of times they'll do it too. That may be considered a small thing, but there are people that will do the right thing if we lead them. The problem is we don't have leaders that do that. We got leaders that are throwing their city in the trash heap. So you get what you get. It's unfortunate. Lynn is my ice lady. Oh, Lynn knows how to kick me in the butt if I need it. I know that. A good friend called me yesterday. His wife has had some health problems. She's on dialysis. And it really touched me that he called to check on my wife with all he's doing. You can't buy good friends. Just can't. And we work together on elections, and you can't buy that. I'm blessed. You know, TD Jakes, and I covered this a little bit here a couple weeks ago. TD Jakes did this thing about people in your life, and he put it in 3 phases. I like it. I like it. He called it the confidant, the constituent, and the comrade. And the confidant was those people that are there helping you because they're there for you. They want to be there. They will never leave your side. They're into the end. And you find that you have very few like that in life. You got a lot of friends. You got very few confidants. Very good, close friends. Talking about the people you can call at 3 o'clock in the morning. They don't grumble one bit about having to get up and come help. In fact, they're excited to do it. I've got a small collection of friends that's like that. The kind of people you could call and say, "Hey, I need prayer. We got a situation." They don't even need to know what it is. They're on it, meaning they're on their knees and they're praying. I've got some people like that. If you make the call, you're stranded somewhere. They're there. They'll battle. They'll fight through hell by the acreful, right alongside you. In fact, they'll even take the lead. That's the kind of people they are. It's hard to find that. If you got someone like that in your life today, by gosh, don't let them get away. They're worth their weight in gold. There's a lot of people there for you as long as you're kind of there, you're feeding something they need, in other words. It's not a good thing or a bad thing. It's just they're there. They care about you, but they're not always going to go the same direction you are. And that's hard for people to understand in life. Because a lot of people look at all their friends as they think all their friends are their best friend. You can't be that way. Your best friends it's a small group, big time inner circle. These are the ones that'll carry a secret to the grave because they're that kind of friend. Meaning you tell them something in confidence, they don't tell nobody. I've got a friend, my best friend was murdered. Like my brother, when I was young, I didn't have a brother. When I was very young, it's like my brother. He was murdered. We were both 21. And there are things he took to the grave about me, and there's things that I know about him that I will never tell another living soul. I'll take to the grave with me. That's that kind of friend. You have a lot of friends, but they won't always be able to be there. You got to expect that. Sometimes they may leave your life. I mean, they're just not there, but they still care about you from afar, but they're just not the best friends. So people always call people their best friends. There's not really a best friend. They're a friend. They're an acquaintance. Broski Bear, good morning from the great state of North Carolina. Hope you survived the storms this morning or last night. It looks a little clearer today across the south. There's a little bit of rain out there. A couple of days of clear, and then we have some more rain. But this has been some storms, been rocking. Some of the most violent storms I've seen in a while. The wind part especially. You keep as bad as hours I do. We were in kind of late. Now we're back up. Going at it again. Broski Bear. Chicken Tuesday. Right, the tea. See, Broski Bear don't have time to go to no protest / anarchy. He's too busy working, being productive. Oh. I wonder what the people talk about that are being bussed in, paid to be there. What are they listening to? What kind of music? Burn this mother down. I mean, I don't know. What are they listening to on the way? What's the conversation? I just don't imagine the Wall Street Journal's being open. They're going, oh, stocks are up. I don't see that happening. It's like, I don't see a prayer, you know. I don't see someone standing up and saying, let's pray today for safety. No. That's it. I like to be a fly on the wall, though, with facial recognition software, identifying all these people, turning them in. Oh, somebody asked last night on X. There are some stupid people out there. I know that's not really nice to say that, but my gosh, it's true. And these people that are trying to equate, they're trying to equate the illegals in this country to the time leading up to, the death camps in Germany and, across Europe for the Jews. Somebody asked the question, if an illegal family came to your house, would you hide them in your attic? No. No. I'm calling authorities. No. It's not the same. They got rid of, they got scathed. I mean, what a ridiculous buzz. Hey, we're illegals. Could you hide us? We hear ISIS in the area. Well, come right on in. I gotta make a quick phone call. But here, y'all have a seat. I'll be right back. Broski Bear says, works every day, Monday through Friday, gets my own stuff done on Saturday, sometimes on Sunday too. Amen, brother. Main thing is we stop letting people in and keep causing deportation for years and years. We'll never deport even close to everyone, but we'll keep people in check that way. Amen. Me and you, we really agree on a lot. And that's okay. We can disagree on stuff. But nobody agrees with everything, but we really see things a lot the same way. I've noticed that. Yeah, you're not going to get them all, but we can make a huge dent. We can put the border on notice. I could just see John Kennedy standing there. Sorry, folks, the border's closed. Oh, but in that scenario, he pulled the gun on him. They made him ride the ride, so we got to have weapons there. Oh, can you imagine any other country in the world just walking in? Hey, we're here. Hey, we're the monkeys. We came to live off you forever. Some of us are going to commit crimes. Nothing real bad. We're just gonna rob people, commit fraud. There might be a few murders, rapes, But hey, we're glad to be here. We're your new neighbors. You always wonder who's moving in the neighborhood. You bring the pie around, the cookies. Hey, neighbor, welcome to the neighborhood. Hey, we're the illegals. I'm Mr. Illegal. This is Mr. Illegal. Bunch of little illegals. You might see them, but they got blue hair. Don't worry about that. And if you see them in masks, they're going back and forth. We've got some ongoing operations we're doing. You're not an officer, are you? We just want to make sure you don't work for them. We want to know where those people live. You don't have the ICE hotline number on your refrigerator? Okay, we're good. What do you do for a living? Oh, we commit mayhem. We've been paid to be here. You're paying for my job, brother. Yeah, your tax dollars. We've noticed you go to work every day as you drive down the road. I mean, we cheer. Yeah, there goes Mr. Tax-paying America. That's the guy that's paying for us to be here committing mayhem. Boy, that's a great family. Thanks, y'all. My gosh, where have we got to in this nation? I could just see you. Hey, great news. We got some medical care paid for by Mr. Taxpayer. Michael says they got some of the ones throwing blocks on cars through facial recognition. Yes. There's cameras everywhere. Most places. Some people are not smart enough to figure that out. I'm kind of intrigued by the rest of the 3 C's of friend. The constituent, thank you, I did get off my story. The confidant is there, that's your inner circle. The constituent will go your way as long as you can provide something they want. Now, once you start being, let's say you both enjoy an activity. As long as you're continuing to provide that, that's something they enjoy. But if you stop, then they're moving on. They're really were not there for you, but as long as you can provide, a help to them and what they want to do, their pursuits in life, they will be there. But they will drift as soon as you stop being that for them. The comrade does not like you and never has. The comrade will oppose you. Yes. If you stop drinking, you lost friends. You told me you've quit drinking for a long time now. I know the feeling. I've been there. I lost friends. He's deceased now, but I had a friend that would be the constituent. When I quit drinking, they were so mad at me for a long time, drive down the road, turn their head if they saw me coming. So angry with me because I quit being that for them. So yes, comrade does not like you. Comrade is opposed to you. They will use you to help get their way, but they don't like you just as much as they don't like what you're going against. I suspect, that's like best way to describe that is 2 terror groups that can't stand each other, but they'll unite to destroy the USA. Comrade, they give each other that look like, yeah. A great scene of that would be in Patton, the movie Patton. When Patton locks arms with the Russian and they eyeball to eyeball, drinking the drink, they hate each other, but they're united against the Nazis. You've got people like that in your life. What about the 2 S's, stupid, self-righteous? Well, there's all kind of words to describe people in your life. I try not to have stupid people around. I try. It's not always possible to eliminate the stupid in your life. Self-righteous, yeah, I don't care for that either. The self-righteous will call you stupid. You're beneath them. Oh, I used to have a guy. We were constituents. We knew each other. We hung out a little bit. A nice guy. His wife was La-Ti-Da, way up in the clouds. Had big dreams, being very powerful, and looking down her nose, those beneath her. And one day, they were at our house, and me and him are having a very good conversation. She doesn't want to be there, and she's constantly aggravating him. It's time to go. We've got to meet your mother. We've got things to do. We don't have time. We've got to go. And he was the nicest guy ever. And I saw him turn to her. Never saw him act like this. And he told her to shut her mouth and do not open it again until they leave. That she had offended, that they were guests, and she had offended the host, meaning us. And she cried. And you know what? It didn't bother him one bit. He'd had enough. He'd played it off. That's like, wow. They had been married but a year or two. They've gotten that far. When you first get married, everything's good. It's all new. Communication breakdown happens. I'm not saying you should turn and say that. That will get you a quick response in ways that might not involve crying. Steve-O, I like Steve-O. Steve-O says he's a professional at making people cry, especially liberals. Oh, oh. There are people that live their life ready to be offended at everything. Everything you do. I've said it recently on this channel. I know most of the world probably calls me a stupid American. I don't care. I don't care what they think, and I don't care what they say. I'm not trying to live my life to please them. I never can please them. They're comrades. They hate me. So why try? There's some people you're never going to be in their circle. It's okay. You don't want to be there anyway. Some people they go through life trying to make everybody like them. You can't do it. You can't do it. We got leaders like that right now. They want everybody to like them. We got people that need to do their job. It's like, oh, I want everybody to like me. So I'm just going to say things, but I'm never really going to follow through because I'm afraid somebody won't like me. It seems to me it's not getting done. I was by retired from making people cry for money. Now it's just a hobby. The 6X got on my bad side and retired. I remember you saying that. The fall was harsh, brother. I mean, he was singing. It was a top 10 hit. He was singing about X. I love them, my friends at X. And then they became an X. Oh, I think you were in a live one night. I don't remember. You might have been our show. I can't remember. The story had changed. The relationship had was now different. We had some missionaries that we loved them, man. We still love them. They were great people. I just love having them in. And I was telling my pastor what a great their what a great couple they were, and they were. But when they came to our church the second time, they were having some problems, and it was evident. There was something that happened in the service while they were doing the presentation. My pastor looked at me like, "What's going on here?" I said, "Hey," he asked me later about it. I said, "Hey, everybody has trouble." But she gave him the look of death. I don't know what he did, but they were having a good day. Broski pair. Who would have thought you'd have so much in common with a Catholic, white collar, northern transplant city singer? The Lord of the USA unifies. That's right. That's right. Steve-O, pretty much. I had the wool pulled over my eyes for sure. It's hilarious how much they bother me to, quote, update my payment method, though. They've emailed me 3 times a day for the last week and a half. We just think this guy's mad at us. Maybe he forgot. Let's send him another email. The bots. Steve, you forgot to update your payment. You were such a faithful customer. Come on, Steve. You gotta update that payment record. You'll get a phone call next. Yes, this is the customer service bot for X. We've noticed you failed to update your payment method. We're sure this is just an oversight on your behalf. And we understand life is busy after all. We want you to know that the same level of service that you receive is still possible, including if you make your payment. We want to encourage you to do it today because we're your friends. Oh, by the way, we've just went up a little bit. You know, things get more expensive. And we're going to have to add another $1 per month to your bill for, handling fees. Because that pays for us having to call you to remind our friend Steve to pay his bill. I responded to one of them. I'm sure it didn't go to an actual person and nobody read it, but I told them to understood, Captain. Well, I thought that could work both ways. When you know, you just know. I mean, here's the thing, and we're on streaming live on this right now. I think they haven't kicked us out. So it's an abusive relationship, right? We put all this work in, and they take away hundreds of your followers overnight. As much as 400 will disappear. Some have said. I've not lost that many at one time, but I have lost over 100. Go to bed and get up, over 100 gone. Here lately, they've been changing the algorithm, so I'm seeing all the idiots in life that I don't want to see. Gavin Newsom, Maxine Waters, Mayor Bass. My stream, I open up and it's just filled with their comment. I don't want this comment. And it comes back and comes back. So I'm paying someone to send me that. That's not right. That is not right. But there's a lot of them do it. It's not just them, but thank goodness there's some that don't. Michael says he has went down over 1,000 in 2 months. That's crazy. I get it. Some people unfollow you, but not to that level. Not to that level. Some accounts get canceled. They're suspended, banned for life, all that stuff. So I see a handful here and there, but not hundreds or 1,000. Ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. And think of the time invested in it. And and how many people do you see on there that go, this is my third account. I had 400,000 followers. I'll get back again. I'm sorry, I don't want to live my life like that, but it's crazy. Steve-O, they constantly shadow ban me. That's definitely happened. It made it seemingly impossible to get the impressions. They insist I have to get ad revenue. Then when I finally accomplish it, they stop paying me anyway. That's just ridiculous. And how do you have thousands and thousands and thousands of followers and 15 or 20 people see a post? Not even, I don't say they have to stay, but they don't even see it. Like you would think it's got to pop up in more than 15 people's view if they're scrolling. It's got to. That's crazy. You have to have 500,000 followers to get an impression. Well, I'll never get there. Oh, I don't understand Elon's deal. I don't. He don't even talk. He posts on there a lot, but he doesn't even talk. Remember when he first came in? Oh, he was going to fix all this, but it just got worse. It just got worse and worse. $44 billion he paid for that? Wasn't that the cost? Something like that? Something crazy. Wow. Every time I posted, only the same dozen people or so would see it out of 14,000 followers. See, the mathematics doesn't even work. It's obvious that you're being put in a box. That's not even possible. At the very least, a few hundred would see that. Like I said, even if they never stopped and took the time to spend any time there, they would at least see it. And they say if you're scrolling, it comes up on your screen, that will count. Even if they just scroll it. Well, how do you have just 14 or 15 or whatever? It's crazy. Well, that may be, but you can hire somebody to. Yes, you're our new director of impressions. What's my job? Well, we need to make sure that people are seen by more than just 14. Start there. Just start there. At least let them have 30 or 45. Open it up just a little bit. We'll get Steve-O back in there from Ohio. He'll pay us again. We got to open it up a little bit, my friend. Just a little bit. Oh, I will admit, however, more speech was allowed after most bought it. That's true. The former Twitter was way more strict on speech. However, that doesn't excuse the current censorship. Amen and amen. I agree. I agree 100%. I had high hopes that it would really stay good. Oh, he's turned it over to someone? Elon doesn't run X anymore, hasn't been deleted. Well, he posts her a lot. I know he's building rockets, but arguing with President Trump. Oh. I wonder what his next invention will be. You got to think there's more in the hopper than SpaceX or whatever, Tesla's, some Twitter or X. You know what's next for the South African? Michael said at 12,000, I was getting maybe 40 views on posts. Yeah, I'm about 35, 27. Every once in a while, just to make you excited, you see like 95. Like, whoa, what happened? Then you never see it again for 2 months. You go back and look, it's nothing different. What did I do? The man running Tesla walked out. That sounds like a country song. The bro country, new country. Steve-O, you have a great day out there at work. I know you don't have time to go to protest. You're too busy beating the metal, fabricating, making things. Where do you sign up for that job? Is it like an online ad? We need 12,000 people to agree to protest for anywhere from 35 days. We'll pay you cash money at the end of every day if you're alive. You have a blessed day. Bye. Shilon, Danny Bondon, Rat. I love these names. I didn't know a lot about Patel. I mean, I knew a little bit, but I am most disappointed in Bonbons. I really am. It just really ticks me off how bad he's coming across right now. Oh, there's a huge coast-to-coast protest plan for Saturday. By the way, did you hear about it? I did not hear about it. I guess they're going on the road trip, city to city. Let's just take it on. Somewhere Soros has got a big fat cigar in his mouth. Yes, my plan is coming together. No, but I'm not surprised. I haven't heard about it, but I'm not surprised. That's sad. Well, we said it's going to be a bumpy road. The road to the midterms is going to be paved with some really bad roads. A lot of rocks to clear out. A lot of potholes. A lot of roadblocks. Let me ask you this, Steve. You're a man on the way to work. What do you do if you come up and there's all these people arm linked together, zip tied together in the street, with holding up their little signs, blocking the road so you can't go to work? What's your plan? I just like to know. Do you just stop, call the boss, say, I'll be a little late? Or, it's not a tour style protest. Simultaneous thing. Some are saying it'll be the start of the second Civil War. Doubtful. Yeah. I'm sure it'll be Chicago, New York, Jersey, Atlanta. Oh, yeah. We must join with our brothers in the resistance movement. Oh, good grief. And it'll be a collection of people. You know, it won't be that they're all there for the same thing. Remember, comrades, comrades. Steve says, I honestly don't know how I deal with it. I don't want to end up in prison because of stupid people. I understand. I understand. So you're not the guy that's just going to put the pedal to the metal and say, Bonza. Oh, I get it. There's somebody out there that would. I think James and his El Camino would. I don't think he's not listening this morning. He's busy. But I think James and El Camino would say, game on. As he turns the radio dial up, ACDC or something, Metallica. Well, let's get it on. I understand. I would want to. Trust me, the world would be a few wonkers short, but I have too much restraint to be complete. I get you, brother. Like, I just think of the Blues Brothers as they floor it going over the bridge, making the Nazis jump in the water. Oh, or John Candy and Armed and Dangerous, the truck driver. Well, get on up in here, Slim. He starts knocking cars out of the way, pulling on that horn. Let's go. There's there's some people out there. They will do that. All right. Thank you. I definitely would like to have that. Absolutely. By the way, folks, and I am soon to get off here. Got to work. I don't have time for protests. Got to go to work. Thank God for work. But tonight, 6 p.m., the racing show with Dean James. We'll talk about Michigan. That's lots to talk about. And then around 8 p.m. would be MAGA Report. And we'll definitely talk about such things during that show. Might expand it just a little bit tonight. It's typically about an hour. That might be a little bit longer show tonight. But 6 p.m. is the racing show, Southern Fried Racing Hour, Dean and James, and then the MAGA Report. Trying to get the rest of the Jeb and Bubba show ready for release tonight, too. I need a little bit more work there. I've got a couple other things to get done. But try to get it released. If it ain't 8, it'll be 10 or so. We're trying to get it up. Lots going on. But we're working. We are working. Steve, are you before I go, are you going live tonight? Or is this a night off for you? You've been really going hard at it. By the way, you didn't tell me what I was buying off the table. Do you have hooks on the table? I need another hook. Do you have one of the you have a great tape too, Broski Bear. God bless you. You good people, bro. Good people. The hook and what is it? I don't have the planter hanger. I want that bottle opener is what I want. My gosh. It'd be cool if you had a little SFP, put an S, the F, and a P stamp on there. That'd be cool. The bottle opener, I like it. That's what the world needs. Another good bottle opener. Oh, okay. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, we were wondering about last night. Rob said something, and we said, you better watch out. He might hear you. I said, well, he's probably streaming. And Jenna said, no, he's not on. So well, I mean one line, a good one. I want the Steve special. I want a good one. Yeah, I get it. You got the early versions of the bottle opener, of the hook. You probably had some hooks that were a little crooked early on, just trying to get them right. I get it. But that makes them unique as well. Or the bottle opener won't open the bottle, actually, won't take the lid off. I was going to say, though, I miss those days. You can still get them. But I like going to places that you get the Cracker Barrel's really good about putting the glass bottle the orange drink down in the ice. I love that. They got the bottle opener right there. Sign me up. I don't even want that twist off thing. I want one you got to use the bottle opener on. I love that sound. I grew up with that. We didn't have no plastic bottles until later when I was a kid. You had the glass bottle. I love that. Steve, you're awesome, bud. We probably give you way too hard a time on this show. It is out of love, though. We do appreciate you, brother. I hope you have a good day out there. I'm the better man for having met you. I'm glad that I count you as a friend. Thanks for everybody being in here this morning from wherever you're coming from. Hopefully, if I didn't miss your chats, if I did, I'm sorry. Some of them I can't see. I mean, it worked the first try. It's just a crooked POS. It's like the ashtray a kid makes his mom in second grade all goofy looking and ugly, but still works. Yeah. You did good, Johnny. Thank you so much. I'll cherish this always. All of a sudden, it gets put in a yard sale a few years later. You got rid of the ashtray, Mom? Mom wouldn't do it. Dad would. What's this? Oh, Steve made that when he was young. Remember that? Oh, yeah, we don't need that. I just kidding. Oh, y'all have a blessed day. Seriously. We appreciate you. Thank you for your support of the Southern Fried Podcast. Don't forget the Celtic Blacksmith on Rumble, Empty Pockets Podcast, James, Killer Carl. He was in here last night saying, hey, appreciate him. Angry Conservative from the great state of Alabama. Miss Kim's Coffee Talk from Woodstock, Georgia. Love all these people and many more. There's so many more. I'm just starting to meet some new ones. I can't remember their names right now. If I forgot anybody, sorry. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. And sometimes my brain don't work. But there's some new ones that's been coming in the stream and saying hey, and I've been trying to get over and see some of their stuff. Appreciate y'all. That's a beautiful collection of podcasters. They all got something. It's all different. It's not the same. Every one of those I mentioned, there's differences. We're all unique. There's none of us. There's no carbon copies. That's beautiful. I love it. Not trying to be like each other. We have our own way, and we're making our way. But thank you, Rumble. Seriously, thank you, Rumble, for being a place. I appreciate all the streams we're in this morning. I hope we can stay in them. But I appreciate Rumble. I do. If you don't have a Rumble channel, what's wrong with you? Get one now. Be ready for the revolution, right? Gab they're trying to put Gab out of business. That's another one that's trying to hold the line. They put out an appeal. They've really come after them. So anyway, have a great day. God bless. Salute, as we say here, podcast. And we'll see you when we see you. Have a safe day. Be safe out there. You never know what the day brings. The day could bring a lot of stuff, and I hope best things for you. Say a prayer today for those that are struggling, trying to get better. And that could be better in a lot of ways, not just health. They might be trying to kick a habit today. They might be trying to get their life straight. They might be trying to get off the drugs. I'll be trying to restore a relationship. You know what? Let's pray for them. But some people just need a hand up. They don't need a hand out. There's a lot of freaks out there who want hands out, but there's some people who just want a hand up. They just want some help. They want good kind of help. And the best thing you can do for somebody is pray for them. If you got prayers, pray. That's what I don't smoke, so they always say smoke them if you got them. I don't smoke, but I did at one time. Cigars. I'm not judging. I don't. I'm not one of those that goes after smokers. But I don't smoke. I haven't 30 years, more than 30 years. I don't go after drinkers. I did that at one time too. I hadn't done that in 30 years. Not judging anybody. Live your life. I'll live mine. We wish the best for you. And we hope that you'll find your way to Christ and find that blessed hope in Jesus. We sure hope that. Pray for this nation. It's really sad what's going on. Let's pray for those Marines, those National Guard, and those police officers that have to be out there in the middle of the muck today and potentially other cities. That's somebody's brother. That's somebody's husband, dad, son. And they're worried today, and with good reason. And you know what? And if it's just spit, by God, I mean, who wants to be spit on? I'm so glad the president says we're not putting up with that. No human being should have to suffer that. I'd rather them shoot me as to spit on me. I'm honest with you. I could not stand that. Somebody just spit on me. I'm going to get fired up here. I got to get out of here. Blessed day. Yeah. Rock it.